Hello children, welcome to Nelson School online education program Learn Better. In the previous sessions, as you all know, that we have already started with the direct and indirect speech. So this session also will continue with it. Okay. So these are the contents to go through. Direct and indirect speech, this we have already done. Difference between direct and indirect speech is also done. Rules for the change in tenses was already done. And even the exception to rule 2 was done in the previous session. Okay. So today we are going to go for these things. Rule for change of pronouns and possessive adjectives and rules for nearness or adverb. So today we are going to clear these two topics. Okay. So let us continue. Now children, when I am telling you that in this session we have to go for the pronouns, okay, so it's very first thing that it's only for the personal pronouns. Fine, personal pronoun table is already given to you. Fine, there are three persons: first person, second person, third person. Then they get bifurcated into singular and plural. So first person singular, as you could see, I've written first, second, third person. First person singular pronouns are these: I and we. Okay, so first person pronouns are I and we, but I is a singular pronoun and we is plural. Second person, you is only used as singular and you is only used as plural. Third person singular pronouns are he, she, it, and third person plural pronouns are only they. Okay, now then you can see that the further they get divided or subcategorized, when they are used, few pronouns will be used as subject and few will be used as object. So I becomes me, we becomes us, you remains you as an object, again you remains you as an object. Third person he becomes him, she becomes her, it remains it, and they become them. Okay, so this table, if you go through it, that is I, me, we, us, you remains you, he, him, she, her, it remains it, they changes to them. Let us start dealing with the pronouns. Okay. Now, before we deal with the pronoun, in the reporting speech, which I have already told you, the part of the speech that remains, that is used before the comma, is called the reporting speech. In reporting speech, children, you have to just understand who is speaking and who is listening. Okay. The person who is speaking, okay, because he is speaking from the mouth, so you have to circle it. Okay. And for an example, the person who is listening will listen with the ear, so you have to always box it. Okay, so in reporting speech, you have to circle the speaker, box the listener. Okay, now in reported speech, what you have to do? So in reported speech, if it is a first person pronoun, circle it. Second person pronoun, put a box, and third person pronoun will just put a tick. Okay, these are the steps to be covered. As and when I'll start solving, you'll understand. Okay. Now, pronouns and possessive adjectives of the first person are changed according to the subject of the reporting verb. Okay. For in a circle changes with the circle and the box changes with the box. First person changes with the speaker. Second person changes with the listener. Okay. So just read the statement, children. I said I want to buy a pair of shoes. Okay. Children, every day when I teach you the new method, that doesn't mean the thing that was already taught you will forget it. So the very first thing that was taught to you is just to underline the reporting verb and circle the reported verb. So children, what is the reporting verb? It is said. And what is the reported verb? It is want. Okay. So it is want changes to wanted. This I have changed. Okay. Now children, you just say, who is the speaker? I said. Fine. So I is the speaker. What I will do? I'll put a circle. Now inside the inverted commas, you see, children, is there any pronoun? Yes. So there is a pronoun I. I is a first person pronoun, so I'll circle it. Now circle will change with the circle only. So this reporting speech pronoun is I. Okay. So this is already in the first person pronoun. So this will not change. Why? Because I is a first person pronoun singular. So it will be I said, remove comma, put that, I wanted to buy a pair of shoes. Come down, children. You said, I want to buy a pair of shoes. So it is said is the reporting verb, underline it. Want is the reported verb, circle it. Change simple present to simple past. So want becomes wanted. Okay. This is the first step. Now fine. The next step, you have to go for pronouns. So first, before going for the pronouns, as I've told you in the reporting speech, see the speaker and the listener. Who is the speaker? You said. So you is the speaker. Circle it. and we don't have the listener right now, so it's okay. Read the statement. I want to buy a pair of shoes. Is there any pronoun in the statement? Yes, it's I again. Okay, so it's first person pronoun. What I'm going to do is circle. Now you see here circle changes with the circle. Now you see your this circle speaker is in which person pronoun? This is in second person pronoun. Okay, so this I will change to you because I have told you circle changes with the circle. Now if the speaker, or you can say the first person changes with the speaker. Your speaker is in second person, so this also will become you only. So it becomes you said, remove comma, put that. You wanted to buy a pair of shoes. Come to number 3, children. He said, I want to buy a pair of shoes. Underline the reporting verb said, circle the reported verb want. So this want you change it to wanted. Okay, now go for the speaker, children. He is the speaker. Circle it simply. Inside the inverted commas, any pronoun is used, so it is I. Because it is first person, I am going to put a circle. Okay, now first person pronoun changes with the speaker, that is he. Now this speaker is in which person pronoun, children? He is a third person pronoun. Okay, so instead of I wanted, it becomes he wanted. Okay, so it is he said that he wanted to buy a pair of shoes. So this is how the first person changes with the speaker. Let us take more examples. Now you see, pronouns and possessive adjectives of the second person are changed according to the object of the reporting verb. Okay, in the reporting verb or reporting speech, you have to see the listener. The first step will remain same, children. Okay, when listener is introduced, you will not say Mona said me. So it is Mona said to me. So when the reporting verb becomes said to, that time said to is changed to told, children. Okay, so first step will remain same for us. Underline the reporting verb said to and circle the reported verb is bringing. Present continuous will change to was bringing. So first step is done. Now go deal with the pronouns. Before dealing with the pronouns, go for speaker and listener. Who is speaking? Mona. Circle it. Who is listening? Me. Box it. Done this much, children? Now inside the inverted commas, you have to see which person pronoun is used. So you can see your is used. Okay, that is showing it's a possessive adjective, your sister. Okay, so it is your is used. So it's second person, so I'm going to put a box. Now children, the second person pronoun as it is written changes with the object, that is the listener. Okay, so you have to see, or in short you can write the box changes with the box. Okay, now see your this listener is in which person pronoun? Me is a first person pronoun. Okay, so you have to bring your also to first person only. Your sister will change to my sister now. Okay, so it is Mona told me, said to changes to told me that my sister was bringing lunch. Okay, see the next example, children. Mona said to you, your sister is bringing lunch. So now children, it is said to is a reporting verb, underline it. Okay, is bringing is the reported verb, circle it. So is bringing will change to was bringing. Okay, now what you have to do is you have to circle the speaker, box the listener. Okay, now go to the inverted commas. Any pronoun you can see? Yes, it's your second person, so put a box. Okay, second person pronoun changes with the listener. Who is the listener? You. Now your listener is in second person pronoun, so it will not change because both are second person pronouns. Okay, so it becomes Mona told you that your sister was bringing lunch. Okay, see the next example, children. Mona said to her, your sister is bringing lunch. So it is said to changes to told. Okay, now is bringing is the reported verb. So said to you underline, is bringing you circle it. Is bringing will change to was bringing. Okay, go for the speaker, children. So speaker is Mona, circle it. Listener is her, box it. Okay, inside the inverted commas, can you see any of the pronoun? So yes, it is your. Okay, because it is second person, I am going to put a box. Now second person changes with the listener. Now see children, your listener is in which person pronoun? Her. So it is third person. So you also have to change your to third person only. So your sister will change to her sister. Okay, So it is Mona told her that her sister was bringing lunch. Okay. Next, pronouns and possessive adjectives of the third person remains unchanged. They are not changed. If you have any third person pronoun inside the inverted commas, then they won't change, and you can simply put a tick. Putting a tick, that means it doesn't change. Okay. Read the statement number 1. Asha said to me, she is waiting at the railway station. So it is said to, underline said to. Okay, reporting verb that changes to told. Is waiting is the reported verb, circle it. So it is waiting will change to was waiting. Okay. So it is. Now go for the pronouns. So who is the speaker, children? Asha. Circle it. Who is the listener? Me. Box it. Okay. Now inside the inverted commas, can you see any pronoun? Yes, it is she. Third person. So I will not circle it. I will not box it. Rather, I'll put a tick mark. This tick mark resembles that there is no change with the pronoun. Okay. So it is just Asha told me that she was waiting at the railway station. Okay. Next, Asha said to you, they are tired of waiting. So first step will remain same, children. Said to. Okay. There is reporting verb, underline it. Reported verb is are because it is simple present, so it will change it to simple past as a BE form. So it is are changes to were. Next is who is the speaker. So Asha is the speaker, circle it. Who is the listener? You. So you have to box it. Now see, children, inside the inverted commas, if there is any pronoun, you can see the pronoun they. Okay, children, so it's a third person pronoun. So you are going to put a tick mark. That means it's not going to change. Fine. So it is Asha told me that they. Are changes to were. So it is they were tired of waiting. Okay. So children, what have we learned? That before the inverted commas, that is in the reporting speech, we will circle the speaker, box the listener. Okay, and inside the inverted commas, what we will do? We'll circle the first person pronouns, we'll box the second person pronouns, and we'll put a tick mark to the third person pronoun. Now, the first person pronoun changes with the speaker, second person changes with the listener, and third person will not change. Okay. Now children, expressions of time and place in indirect speech. Now when I am using the words or the terms time and place, immediately one word that strikes your mind is adverb. Okay, so it's while changing the direct speech into indirect speech, the following expressions denoting nearness or time or place are replaced by the following actions. But you have to make sure that your reporting verb is said in the past tense. Okay. Now for an example, in direct speech, if I am using this house, so it will change to that house. These houses, those houses, here, there, now, then, ago, before, previous year, previous year, the year before, previous day, the day before, previous night, the night before, previous week, the week before. For previous, we are using before. Okay. Next year, the following year. Next day, the following day. Next night, the following night. Next week, the following week. Okay. Today becomes that day. Tonight becomes that night. Tomorrow, the day after, or the following day. Okay. Yesterday, the day before, or the previous day. Fine. So these are some expressions of time and place, and they are called as nearness. And the sketching sign, because we always do with the pronouns and the verbs. So we usually, whenever these words come, we are supposed to put flower. Okay. As you could see over here. Now children, I have taught you the next step. Okay. But that doesn't mean that we'll forget the first step. Okay, so it is Mohan said to me, I shall record this presentation tomorrow. We'll go step by step, children. So the very first step is to underline the reporting verb, that is said to. Okay, changes to told. Fine. Next step is to go for the reported verb, that is shall. So circle it. Shall is a model, will change to should. Okay, this much dealt. Next step, we have started dealing with the pronouns. So circle the speaker Mohan, box the listener me. Done. Inside the inverted commas, children, can you see any pronoun? Yes. Okay. So it's I. Circle it. Now first person, because it is first person, it changes with the speaker, and your speaker is Mohan, third person, boy. So you are going to use he. So I should becomes he should. Okay. Now check for the nearness, because this topic is already taught to you. Any adverb you can see? Yes, it is this. So this presentation will become that presentation. Any other nearness you can see? Yes, it's tomorrow. Tomorrow changes to day after for the following day or the next day. Okay. So now we have dealt with everything almost. So we'll start writing the answer. Mohan told me that he should record that presentation the next day. Okay. Next, Sudha said to me, we shifted to this house a week ago. Underline the reporting verb said to. Circle the reported verb shifted. Now shifted is a simple past tense. You have to change it to past perfect. So shifted will change to had shifted. Dealt with the verb. Now go for the speaker. Okay, that is pronoun. Sudha is the speaker, circle it. Me is the listener, box it. Inside the inverted commas, children, can you see any pronoun? Yes, it is we. Okay, first person, so circle it. First person changes with the speaker, and your speaker is what? Sudha. Okay, so it's third person pronoun, girl. So we, but because it is plural, we is plural. So what you will use third person plural, that is they. Okay, now children, any nearness you can see. So it is this house becomes that house. Ago becomes before. Okay, so we have almost done with everything. We'll start. Sudha told me that they had shifted to that house a week before. Ago changes to before. Come down to the third example. The teacher said to us, I'll explain you all these problems next week. First step is underline the reporting verb said to. Okay, circle the reported verb will. Now children, will is a model, so will change to would. Dealt with the verbs. Now come with the pronoun. Circle the speaker, the teacher. Then you have to put the box at the listener, that is us. Inside the inverted commas, children, can you see any pronoun? Yes, it's I. I is a first person pronoun, so you have to circle it. Now next, another pronoun also you can see, that is you. You is a second person pronoun, so you have to box it. Now children, what you will do? You will change first person with the speaker, and you will change second person with the listener. Or in a very simple language, circle changes with circle, box changes with the box. Okay, so you go for the circle, that is the speaker. The teacher is the third person. Okay, third person pronoun, so it is she. Now you go with the listener, us. Us is a first person pronoun. Okay, now this you have to change to first person only. So okay, we have done. So it is I will change to she would. Explain you will become explain us, because our listener is in first person pronoun. Okay, now go for the nearness, these problems. So you have to put a flower at these. So these changes to those. Okay, next to week will change to the following week. Okay, so it's ready. So it's the teacher told us that she will changes to would. Explain us all. Those, these changes to those problems the following week. Okay children, so till now we have dealt with the reporting verb, reported verb change, speaker, listener, first person, second person, third person, and the nearness. So I hope you have understood till here everything. Thank you.